Rent increases in Tucson neighborhoods have left many residents displaced and victims of gentrification. One thing residents say is to blame: tax incentives offered to developers by the city that leave community members without affordable housing in the places they call home. In South Tucson, ROXANNE Valenzuela remembers the diverse and united community she was raised in, giving back by volunteering at local soup kitchen Casa Maria.
We started noticing that the makeup of the neighborhood started changing, and it was becoming less affordable to find a house, rent a house, stay in the only community we knew to be our home.
Valenzuela and her family have lived in the area since '89, but trying to find affordable housing in the neighborhood they've always called home proved a challenge due to gentrification.
We also started noticing that the city was not investing in our community, in us, but instead giving developers incentives to build all these corporate businesses and ignoring us.
Developers in Tucson who take advantage of the government property lease excise tax, or GPLET, are free from paying property sales taxes for up to 8 years in hopes of revitalizing the city. However, to community members, the tax incentives spark fear of residents being displaced forcefully in the process.
That sales tax, if it was being collected, could be used for schools, could be used for highways, could be used for a lot of different things.
Visualizing gentrification is easy. Well-maintained housing, pavements, and increased mortgage costs contrast broken homes and trash roads that are now only remnants of a community that once stood strong.
We have been here for decades. We have been here for a long time. Our grandparents were here, our parents, and now we are here. And our kids. They are used to it. So if they take us out of here, where will we go?
Recent Zillow data shows that 3 different zip codes in Tucson have had some of the fastest growing rent prices in Arizona. Neighborhoods on the east side of Tucson have had an average increase of 32% in the past 5 years.
If you're poor and live in this neighborhood, you eventually give up and sell your house or quit renting because the rent becomes too expensive and allows the whole neighborhood to become gentrified.
When it comes to solutions, all the community members want is to be heard.
The focus just needs to be shifted to the most vulnerable communities, and the city and investors, developers should start thinking outside the box and maybe looking at a bottom-up approach instead of what it's always been, and you just get the crumbs.
The city of Tucson currently has 24 GPLET agreements. According to city officials, over $155 million in total revenue impact from these developments will contribute to the overall economic growth of Tucson.